Chaparro, let me tell you something. Now, this stereotype that we have of the Mexicans, no, that is not applied. It does not apply to everybody, okay? Not everyone is like the typical Mexican that, let's say, the president is portraying. We are decent people. We've always been. So what is the problem? Why can't we have the American dream too? Now, if you really want to go back in time, just think about it. All that land in the west part of the United States did belong to Mexico. And they just came and took it away. And you're telling me that our rights, we have no rights in the United States? Oye, ¿qué chamba? No, that's not fair. Now, let me give you a little bit of history. This mess of being an American, well, you know what? Anyone living in the New World, which is known as America, is an American. It does not apply to only people from the United States. Being American is from South America, Central America, the United States, and North America like Canada, also higher north. So perhaps they should change. Instead of saying American citizens, maybe if it's a big deal, then United States citizen. But American citizen, all of us that live in the New World, we are American citizens of the country we live in. Man, get this straight. Organize. Okay, let me explain something. Back in 1942, World War II, okay? A lot of people joined the military, so there was a shortage of manual labor in the United States, in the West Coast, okay? Now, the people that took over those jobs of the people that went to the military, well, a lot of Mexicans went, and they were called braceros. Okay, get that straight, braceros. Now, let me explain to you. Now, this program was created by the United States government, so it allowed hundreds of thousands of Mexicans to enter the United States to help out with the planting and the farming and all that stuff. Well, it turns out that once the war was over, they didn't need them anymore, so they wanted to send them back. And they were like, what? Are you talking to me? Oye, ¿qué se están creyendo? ¿Qué pasa? Now, really, would you go back if you're having like the American dream? Of course not. Well, some of these braceros decided that they were not going back down to the south, to Mexico. So they stayed illegally. And that made the Americans very angry. So now there's a resentment or anger toward the Mexicans. And this is in the 1940s. Now, coming back to that problem we're having with the Mexicans and the Americans, that the Americans don't like them. Well, you're going to have to learn to deal with them. See, the problem is that some of the Mexicans that were there legally. They were there. They had permission to be there. But the Americans couldn't tell them apart from the illegal ones. So they generalized. Now, the problem was this generalizing of Mexican. Well, guess what? The American cannot tell different from other kinds of Latins or Hispanic people. So if they hear someone speaking Spanish, they generally assume that they are from Mexico. Hey, not all avocados are from Mexico. Okay? Just remember, Puerto Rico has avocados too. So as a result of what's happening when they generalize people who speak Spanish, they automatically say, go back to your country or speak English. Well, guess what? A lot of us do speak English. In fact, we know 2 perfectly good languages. That scares the G's out of the American. Well, it turns out that this really is affecting many Americans. Some people really don't care. But others, you're actually going to be competing with them for jobs. And if you know more than one language, you have an advantage. Okay? So that is a major problem. Well, time for them to learn another language other than English. I think that would be, oye, chaparro, that would be great for them. What? Because I have an accent when I speak English? You assume I'm not American? Guess what? Yeah, I'm wearing this Mexican hat, but you know what? I was born in the United States. That makes me American too, or United States citizen. So, I am in my own country, okay? Deal with it. You know, I just have this accent because I like to joke around a little bit. Okay? Just to confuse some people. But I really talk like this. I just have a regular American accent or United States citizen accent. I just like to confuse people and bring the immigrant thing around every now and then. Okay? Now, yeah, this racism thing, it is a problem because my ancestors came during 1849. And it was because of the gold rush. And I'm still being told to go back to my country. Guess what, people? I was born here. This is my country. So this is not right. The United States is a melting pot of immigrants. Get used to it. That's the way it is. Yeah, like it is what it is. United States is a melting pot of different cultures. That's how it works. Now, in the 1950s, 1960s, 1970s, yeah, the majority of the United States Americans, they were all white. But that's not the case anymore. It is a melting pot. We have a whole bunch of different cultures. That's how it is. I've been in the United States for now about 12 years. And do you think it is right to be treated badly because I don't look like everybody else? And because my culture is different from everybody else? What do you think? I don't think it's very fair, considering US is full of many immigrants. May I remind you, not all of us white people are acting like that. Just that small few that are giving us the bad reputation. Most of the white people of the United States do enjoy having immigrants in the United States. That's what keeps us all working together. So, I think it's right to have immigrants. Besides the fact that that is what you call the fabric of the United States. The United States was originally set up by immigrants fleeing their own country. So, man, we just have a huge experiment here in our country. And that's why we have the best of everything. Just remember that. It's all made up of immigrants. Now, if we just sit here and listen to that small amount of people making all that ruckus, yeah, some of them do carry some guns, scare tactics on their part, try to create fear in everyone in the country. Well, you know what? We just need to fight back. And that is just, we can't deal with that. No, we cannot put up with that kind of treatment of other people. Those people just don't represent who we are as a country. We are a country of immigrants. And, well, we just need to learn how to get along and work together. We'll figure out a way somehow. We just gotta put our minds to it and just work together. Everyone is equal.